Hello, everybody. How are you today? Welcome to your speech classroom. I am so happy to see you here. We are in week, I don't even know the number anymore, of virtual learning. I used to know the number, I forgot it. I've told you before, words are my strong suit, not numbers. We know this, that's okay. I have a book I want to read with you guys. This is a family favorite. I probably say that every week too, but we're big book readers, so we have lots of favorites. And I feel like this is a not so common one. It's by the same author as The Gruffalo and Room on the Broom and Stickman, and it is called A Gold Star for Zog. Okay, so I don't know if you've read this book before, but I absolutely love it. So what do you think this book is going to be about? Look at who's on the front. A bunch of dragons. For some reason, I've had like multiple dragon books here. I think you will love this one. And you know, usually my favorite books are books that have really good stories, but also books that have beautiful artwork. And this has so much beautiful artwork in it. Lots of little things that I want to point out to you as we read. Like, look at this right on this front page, on this inside page, a gold star for Zog. And look, it looks like a mommy and a daddy dragon holding a little, whoo, it's windy out here, holding a little baby dragon, and there goes Zog. He's leaving. He's waving goodbye to them over his shoulder, and we are going to find out where Zog is going. So let's get started. Okay. Madam Dragon ran a school many moons ago. She taught young dragons all the things that dragons need to know. Zog, the biggest dragon, was the keenest one by far. He tried his hardest every day to win a golden star. Take a look at that. I'm going to come forward and show you each of these pages because there's so much to look at. So this is the teacher. Okay, what was her name? Madam Dragon. How could I forget that? And look, here's her chalkboard where she's teaching them about all kinds of dragon things. And here's those gold stars that Zog, he's looking right over at those gold stars. That's something he's very interested in. Look at all those little dragons. What's this guy doing? He's trying to catch a little dragonfly, a little bug, huh? All the dragons in year 1 were learning how to fly. High, said Madam Dragon, way up in the sky. Now that you've been shown, you can practice on your own, and you'll all be expert flyers by the time you're fully grown. Zog went off to practice, flying fast and free. He soared and swooped and looped the loop, then crashed into a tree. How cute they are. Look at them all learning to fly. And what I think is so funny about this is all these little things in this book. Like, look at these birds. They're like, oh, hey guys, we've known how to fly for years. What are you guys doing up there? Right? And then look at Zog. He's getting a hang of it. He's practicing, but he rams right into a tree. And look at these birds up here. Look. What just ran into our tree? A dragon. My goodness. Just then, a little girl came by. Oh, please don't cry, she said. Perhaps you'd like a nice sticky bandage for your head? What a good idea, said Zog. Then up and off he flew, his band-aid gleaming pinkly as he zigzagged through the blue. Look at this. This little girl just happens to come by, and how kind she is. She's not scared of Zog. Look, she comes up to him and she just wants to help him. She has all kinds of tools with her, it looks like. Band-aids and what else is there? Scissors and looks like some ointments. How kind she is. Look, she just waves goodbye to him and he's all better. I know we love Band-Aids in our house, and I know you guys love Band-Aids at school too, because I'm in the nurse's office sometimes. I know that's an in-demand item. I bet that you use Band-Aids at home too, don't you? A year went by, and in year 2, the dragons learned to roar. More, said Madam Dragon, louder, I implore. Now that you've been shown, you can practice on your own, and you'll all be champion roarers by the time you're fully grown. Zog went off to practice. He roared with fearsome force. He kept it up for hours on end, but then his throat grew hoarse. Look, they're all learning how to roar. Look at all of them. Look at the birds up in the tree and the squirrel. And thinking, oh no, I picked the wrong day to come by the dragon school. It's so noisy. And look at Zog. He's hoarse. Do you know what that means when your voice or your throat gets hoarse? It's like when it feels like dry and scratchy. You can't talk. It's like you've lost your voice. He was roaring, it said, for hours on end. And until his voice was hoarse. Just then, who do you think came by? The girl came by again. She said, what rotten luck. Perhaps you'd like a nice soothing peppermint to suck? What a good idea, said Zog. Then up and off he flew. In breathing fumes of peppermint, he zigzagged through the blue. There she is, this helpful girl. She's come back again. She always has good solutions. She's got so many good things in that bag, doesn't she? And there goes Zog. He's lucky to have such a nice friend, like that little girl who just pops up when he really needs her the most. A year went by, and in year 3, the dragons learned to blow. No, said Madam Dragon, breathe out fire, not snow. Now that you've been shown, you can practice on your own, and you'll all be breathing bonfires by the time you're fully grown. Zog went off to practice. He blew with all his might. He twirled around in triumph, and his wingtip caught a light. So here they are. Look at this guy. He accidentally breathed out snow instead of fire. That's so silly. But look what happened to Zog. His wing caught on fire. Who do you think might help him? Let's see. I sat on the remote and I paused our video. So sorry for the interruption, but I sat on the remote. I'm going to put it over here now. Sorry, friends. Back to the story. Just then, the girl came by again. She said, oh, you poor old thing. Perhaps you'd like a nice stretchy bandage for your wing? What a good idea, said Zog. Then up and off he flew, his bandage flapping wildly as he zigzagged through the blue. Oh, he was trying to cool off in that pond. She had just what he needed, a bandage to wrap around the part that got burned. What a helpful girl she is, isn't she? All the year 4 dragons were learning, can you guess? Yes, said Madam Dragon, how to capture a princess. Now that you've been shown you can practice on your own, you'll need to capture hundreds by the time you're fully grown. So I guess that is another thing that dragons do. They capture princesses. So see, they have kind of like a scarecrow princess. And they are doing practice to get used to capturing princesses. Is that something you learned to do at McClellan? Is that something you learned to do at Gill Hall? I don't think so. I never heard any of your teachers teaching you about capturing princesses, huh? Maybe writing stories about princesses, but not capturing them. Zog went off to practice. He tried and tried and tried, but he simply couldn't manage. I'm no good at this, he cried. I'll never win a golden star. Just then, he saw the girl. Perhaps, she said, you'd like to capture me? I'm Princess Pearl. Did you know she was a princess? I didn't know it either. What a good idea, said Zog. Then up and off they flew, the princess gripping tightly as they zigzagged through the blue. So look, he's trying to capture this princess, but it's so hard. He just can't get it done. But here comes his friend. She always has good solutions for him. Little did he know that she was actually a princess this whole time. What a kind princess she is. Ah, said Madam Dragon, our first princess so far. Congratulations, Zog, my dear. You've won a golden star. Zog was proud and happy, and Pearl felt good as well. She took the dragon's temperatures and nursed them when they fell. Oh my gosh, Zog got that golden star. Do you see it there? Good for him. There he is. And Princess Pearl gets to do what she likes to do as well. She loves to take care of people, doesn't she? She's pretty good at it too. A year went by, and in year 5, the dragons learned to fight. Right, said Madam Dragon. Oh, here comes a real live knight. Up spoke the knight. My name, he said, is Gadabout the Great. I've come to rescue Princess Pearl. I hope I'm not too late. So take a look. They were practicing. They're getting ready to fight knights. And then, look at this. Here's their chance. It's a real knight. Look, they're all looking at him like, oh, should we fight him? This is what we've been learning to do. Do you hear his name? Gadabout the Great. That's a pretty fancy name. I like that. Zog breathed fire and beat his wings. You can't. She's mine, he roared. Oh, no, she's not, yelled Gadabout and waved his trusty sword. The other dragons crowded round and watched them all agog. Who was going to win the fight, Sir Gadabout or Zog? So look, Zog has, he's come to love this princess. She's taken care of him all these years and been such a good friend to him. He said, no way, knight. You're not taking my princess. She's mine. And Sir Gadabout says, she's not yours. I'm taking her. Oh, I can't get this page. Oh my. Here we go. Then Princess Pearl stepped forward, crying, stop, you silly chumps. The world's already far too full of cuts and bumps, burns and bumps. Don't rescue me. I won't go back to being a princess and prancing around the palace in a silly frilly dress. I want to be a doctor and travel here and there, listening to people's chests and giving them my care. Me too, exclaimed the knight, and took his helmet off his head. I'd rather wear a nice twisty stethoscope, he said. Perhaps, princess, you'll train me up? And Pearl replied, of course, but I don't see how the two of us will fit upon your horse. So look at that. She said, no way. You're not rescuing me. I don't want to be a princess. I'm not going back to being a princess. I want to be a doctor. She's taken care of the dragons for so long. She says, I want to be a doctor and take care of everyone. And Sir Gadabout said, I actually want to do that too. I want to be a doctor too. But what's their problem? How are they both going to fit on this horse? Then Zog said, flying doctors, I'd love to join your crew. If you'll let me be your ambulance, then I can carry you. "Bravo," said Madam Dragon. "An excellent career." And all the Year 5 dragons gave a loud, resounding cheer. Then Madam Dragon told the horse, "I really hope you'll stay. I'll let you be my student's pet. I'll feed you lots of hay." So look, they're both going to be doctors, and Zog is going to fly them around. And Madam Dragon even has a job for the horse. She said, "You could be my class pet. You think that you could stay? We'll feed you lots of hay." Do any of you have a horse as a class pet? No. I can't think of any horses in Guildhall or McClellan, no. This school's a little different than ours. That's what we're learning. "What a good idea," said Zog. Then up and off he flew, the flying doctors waving as they zigzagged through the blue. Oh, look at that. It was just meant to be. All those years when Zog was learning to be a dragon, and the princess had all those opportunities to learn how to take care of them. And then look, they ended up being so important to each other. They became the flying doctor crew. Everyone's waving goodbye to them. Let's see. Oh, and look at that. Sir Gadabout, he just left all of his night stuff there. No need for that. Huh, he's a doctor now, flying doctor. There might be another page. Yeah, there's one more little picture. Look at this. What did Princess Pearl leave behind? Her crown. She doesn't need her crown because she's not a princess anymore. She's a flying doctor now. So these little squirrels found it. How cute are they? Oh, and then look at the back. Look, there's Zog when he was just a little tiny dragon when he first started out learning. There he is at school. Now you know. I love this book because it reminds me of all of you, and what it really reminds me is that, when you think about what you really, really love to do, and you stop thinking about what you're supposed to do or what you're meant to do, that's when you find out, what your life will be all about. And how exciting is that? That's pretty deep to think about for kindergartners, first and second graders. But, I just love that book. It makes me think about, as you all are learning in school all these years, you might start off thinking that you want to be something in particular when you grow up, or you have a great interest in something in particular. But then as you get older, your gifts and your talents and your interests all come together, and you find out what you're meant to be and what you're meant to do. And that's what's so exciting about working with the youngest kids in our district, is that you guys are just starting to discover all those things that you love and you're very interested in. So I love to hear about all those things with you. I hope that you enjoyed A Gold Star for Zog. I love this book. So cute. And I loved reading it to you today. I hope you have a fantastic week. I hope we get more of this warm weather and this cold weather stays away, right? Check your assignments for the week. Let me know if you have any questions at all, my friends, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye, everybody.